Okay, so let me give you a briefing on how to create the bake texture. The idea behind baking a texture or creating a texture based on a procedural map is that procedural maps are mathematical calculations, and they get calculated every time that the software renders differently. For example, if you have noise on a surface, the noise will look slightly different from one render to a different render because it's not set as in a bitmap where there's a specific image that's going to be in a specific location all the time on the scene. Advantages of this is that it will speed up rendering, and also it will always remain consistent through the sequence. So let me show you how to do this real fast. It's not that complex actually. We have a box here. Let's convert it to polygon, editable polygon. Okay, so that way we have UV coordinates. That's the next thing we need to do. Apply UV coordinate, and let's add an unwrap. Okay, and if you open your UV editor over there, you'll be able to edit the polygon faces the way you want. So let's just separate them so that you can see the difference that we have. All the faces laid out and arranged on the UV editor. Okay, so let me edit it a little bit. There we go. And there's your layout. You can work more if you want to. So the next thing we need to do is let's go to the rendering render to texture option. With your box selected, you will notice this here, and just set the output path to where is it that you want it. I'm going to make a new folder here. I'm going to call it bake texture under new folder 3, okay, for this location. Then after that, what you need to do here is on the add section, just tell the software which is the map you will create. But wait a second, we haven't done one very important step just yet. So we need to first, before we do that, we need to apply the material. Okay. So let's apply a standard material to this, and let me pause the software for a moment. Okay, sometimes I'm not able to drag. Okay, so I just applied this material to the box, and on the diffuse section, I'm just going to make it a marble, quick marble material, so that you see how it looks. Let's check here, view material in viewport, so that you can see how it's looking. It seems okay, except I will probably, maybe try tiling, see what works better. I think it looks a little bit too thin. But what I want to do next is go back to that render to texture window, which is right here, and on the attributes that I want to add, then let's say I wanted to just bake the diffuse map, the color map, now that I have applied it. So click add elements and select the size, let's say 1024, and let's render it. Okay, when you do that, you should get something like this, and now you have very much a texture that is already made for you based on the procedural map, and that's the beauty of this process.